Have you ever wished you could preserve your parents' or your grandparents' stories for future generations? These days, there are several tools promising to help families document memories and stories like Storyworth and My Life in a Book and No Story Lost and Remento. But these tools don't all work in the same way. Some require writing, some rely on expensive interviews, and one takes a pretty different approach. So today I'm comparing all four, feature by feature, no fluff, just exactly what you need to know so you can choose the right one for your family. So let's get into it. First up, how do these platforms actually collect the stories? Well, with Storyworth and My Life in a Book, the process is pretty straightforward. The storyteller gets a weekly email prompt, they write a response, and at the end of the year, those stories are printed into a book. This works really well if the person you're gifting actually enjoys writing, they check emails regularly, and they don't mind typing out their stories themselves. But for a lot of older adults, especially those who aren't comfortable with technology or who just don't frankly really enjoy writing, this can be a barrier. I should note that these products have introduced voice dictation into their offerings recently, although early feedback about the quality of the service is pretty mixed. No Story Lost goes in a completely different direction. They schedule interviews with a real person who talks to the storyteller and then turns those conversations into a professionally written book. It's polished and hands-on, but it's also pricey and definitely takes more coordination. And then there's Remento. Each week, your loved one receives a storytelling prompt via text or email. They just speak their answer, no writing or typing or apps or logins required, and it works from any device, so they can use their phone or their tablet or sit at their own computer. And then Remento uses its AI-powered speech-to-story technology to turn those spoken words into polished written chapters. And these chapters can either be written as transcripts of exactly what was said, or they can be restructured into narratives, kind of like if you had hired a ghostwriter to do it for you. This approach is best for the storyteller who might feel that writing a book feels like homework and would instead prefer just to talk for a few minutes each week. Next up is how prompts actually get selected with each of these services. Storyworth and My Life in a Book make this really easy by pre-filling questions from their question bank with generic questions, each of which can be customized if you'd like. Now, in our research, we've learned that most often it's the person who has purchased this product for their storyteller who's actually selecting these prompts, although others can be added as well. No Story Lost is a more curated process. They've got a professional interviewer who is picking the questions and asking lots of follow-up questions, which makes the experience feel really intimate and definitely tailored to the storyteller. Remento takes a pretty different approach here. Anyone in the family can select prompts from the Remento question bank, all of which have been crafted by a network of professional storytellers and scientists. And unlike any other service, photos can be added to these prompts, making it really easy to collect the memories about a specific moment captured in a photo. Remento also learns about your storyteller as they share stories and then recommends prompts that are specifically tailored to inspire great stories based on what has already been shared. Now, next up is how family members participate in the creation of these books, and this is where there are definitely some real differences. So No Story Lost is really a one-on-one interview, meaning there's a lot less opportunity for members of your family to be engaged throughout the process. And while Storyworth and My Life in a Book do make it easy to invite family members to their online portals, our analysis of reviews for both of those companies makes it clear that most storytellers view the endeavor of sharing these stories to be a solo endeavor. So while family may be involved at the start of the process, the experience has been described as similar to writing a journal that then becomes public. Now, on the other hand, Remento was designed to make the journey of preserving these stories an experience for the entire family as special as actually reading the book itself. With Remento, everyone in your family is invited to pick prompts, watch new recordings created throughout the week, and then add photos to existing stories. There's also a response feature, which makes it super easy to share some kudos with your storyteller, which goes a long way in motivating the storyteller to keep sharing. And last but not least is the final book. And this is where these products are probably the most different. Storyworth and My Life in a Book create some really nice printed books. They contain a combination of text and photographs, which make for a really great read, and definitely something worth making copies of for other members of your family. No Story Lost gives a more elegant designed book crafted by professionals who actually conducted the interviews in the first place. Now, Remento books are also hardcover, and they're also printed in color. They do happen to be slightly larger than either of the other companies, but what really sets Remento books apart is the QR codes inside the books that let you watch the original recordings used to write each of the chapters. That means you can flip to a story about your mom's childhood and actually hear her talking about the experience as you view the photos and also read the text. So to summarize, if you want a writing-based classic memory book, Storyworth or My Life in a Book are probably the best bet for you and your family. If you want a high-end professional memoir experience and don't mind paying over $1,000 for it, go with No Story Lost. And if you've got a storyteller who would prefer to speak their stories and a family who's excited about the prospect of being able to watch that person tell their story years into the future, Remento is the tool for you. It's voice-based, it's easy to use, and it creates something your family will definitely cherish for generations to come. So there you have it. If you're interested in more details about the differences between these products, check out the description below to a link to our complete guide. And also like and follow for more content about preserving family history and stories. And in the meantime, happy storytelling.